Hello, in this month's Maggie Moment, I'm going to try and have a bit of a chat about why our teens can make really poor choices. Now, we do know that they don't have a prefrontal lobe, but we do know that Mother Nature's preparing them to be really bold and brave and to launch out into the world and start breeding and be their own people. So that means you have to have sort of a hunger for risk. So that's one of the biggest challenges, I think, because we want to desperately keep our teens safe. Now, they do a couple of things. The first thing that they'll tend to do is exaggerate the good in a potential choice and absolutely diminish the potential for harm. It can be absolutely frustrating. Like, no, that'll never happen to me, never in a million years, I'll be fine. So can you see that there's actually a drive underneath that because they're meant to get brave, do bold things and leave home. Now, if you've got boys, this is a bit bigger than it is for girls, is that their risky behaviour is driven by something else that's changed in the brain and that there's been a drop in GABA. Well, actually, GABA gets turned off. What is GABA? It's a gamma aminobutyric acid, GABA, and it's an impulse inhibiting neurochemical that the brain turns off. So that means as they jump off your garage roof onto the trampoline, thinking they can jump over the neighbour's fence onto their trampoline, there's no GABA. So the impulse is going to happen without any thought. And that is, of course, why we get so worried, particularly about our boys. Once again, they're hungry for risk. And if all their friends are doing risk, I'm going to do risk as well. And we're going to have a lot of fun because we're not going to hurt ourselves. So when it does happen, remember, don't say, what were you thinking? What a stupid idea. We come alongside them with compassion going, wow, I bet you didn't think you would hurt yourself and I know you didn't mean to. Are you okay? Yeah, because this is exactly what they're meant to be doing in order for them to be brave enough to step off into adulthood in a few years' time. So I want you to keep that in mind because it's scary for us as parents and sometimes we want to hold them close and we don't want to let them do anything. And then the second part to this I want you to think of when they've made a poor choice, and that may be a digitally unwise decision by sending, a photograph of their penis or their breast to somebody else, thinking it would just stay with that one person and thinking that that person is definitely a girl or a boy of a similar age. And now we know that there's so much stuff happening out there that is unsafe, that we don't take their phone off them forever, that we don't ban them from technology forever, because how are they going to learn to make better choices as they go forward? So important. We come alongside them when they've mucked up. We work with them about how that could have been, how they could make a better choice next time. And then we really have to let them get back up and get back out into that world to see if they can make a better choice. If you do have a boy, there's a chance that they won't. And it'll be a couple of times before a natural consequence will help them realise, no, that isn't a good idea, skating down that enormous hill without my helmet on when I'm possibly inebriated. So again, come alongside them when they make these poor choices, when they hurt themselves because they're doing risky behaviour, because it's still a part of what's supposed to happen on this big bumpy ride to adulthood.